Hello, welcome to Max Force. Today we're going to be looking at Marneus Calgar from Warhammer 40k, the Ultramarine superpower. What I like to do is I tend to cut them all off first and then generally have a look on how I'm going to put it together. Now, in some of the training guides, some people put it all together in one go. Then some of the pros, they tend to take each part and paint that. So I tend to do a little bit of the middle ground on this. I tend to maybe paint the head separately. I will probably put the body together. Maybe if I can get underneath, I will also attach the base. But usually it is a sense of judgment on which way you want to go. You probably want to have a look, have a really good think about the design of the sculpt, how hard it is to paint the areas once you put it together, because some of these are press fit, some of these are glue. I'm not sure what this one is, but you do want to just have a good think about how you're going to put it together. I hope that's useful. Now I'm going to get stuck in and start taking it off the sprue. So what I'm doing here is I'm just cutting roughly. I'm not getting too tight to the sculpt. I'm giving myself quite a bit of space. If the pliers do move close to it, that's okay, but just be careful where you're cutting. It's really important not to damage anything. So some of these are very detailed, so quite small, so you want to take off the bits closer to the actual thicker part of the sprue rather than the design of the sculpt. So I tend to sometimes go quite wide like I did there. Also, that's quite therapeutic. You can actually, once you start going, you can go quite fast with it. A little bit of ping pong. Oh dear, that's gone into the warp. Okay, we're done. So next we are going to take the little bits of the sprue left on the mould. We're going to clean it up using these. So what we're going to do is we're going to go round and just pinch the little bits of excess plastic off the mould to make it a little bit cleaner. And then after that, we're going to use a file. Let's begin. Okay, so now I have taken all of the pieces off the sprue. I've taken as much off the model as I can using the pliers, just gently shaving little bits off. But now what you want to do is you want to use a file. Now this came with the beginner's pack, but you can get these online. Maybe I'll put a link down below. But what you want to do is you want to find the bits that you want to get off and just gently rub across. Hold it quite firmly and just keep rubbing until you get it clean. This takes some time, so I'm going to probably move forwards with this as it's not that visually satisfying, but as you can see I'm going to be doing this for the next 5-10 minutes. Once all of these pieces are nice and clean, then we can get more into the fun stuff. Okay, so now we have all the pieces taken out of the sprue. We're going to work out exactly how we're going to put this together. Now by just observing the pieces, we'll be able to see, okay, well, I know the back of the cloak is going to be quite difficult to paint, so I'm going to probably do that separately. Again, I'm trying to work out how the pieces come together. So this is going to fit there. Okay, so I could do the back of the body, the front of the body, the head. The head is always very detailed. I want to do a really good job with this, so I'm going to probably do the head, well, I will do the head separately. So what's next? I will start putting it together. I will use the manual. It's always good to use the manual, but if there are any time that I deviate from the manual and I want to do a bit of a custom build, I will make sure to let you know. So from now on in, we are going to go step by step from number 1 and start putting it together. I can see instantly from here, number 1 and 2 is the body and the legs. So I'm thinking I'll do that. I'll probably do the gauntlets separately and the shoulder pads separately, the cloak separately and the base separately. But I'll run you through it, don't worry. It'll be a step-by-step process. Just follow along and enjoy the ride. Okay, so let's have a look. So first off we have the boots. So let's put those together. It's always good to check the manual that you're doing it right. So it looks like we have the skull on the right boot. Actually there's 2 skulls, but the one with the cross and then the skull, that actually fits on nicely, no glue needed. Great, it's always a win. And this is because we spent some time cleaning it up, so if we'd left it without cleaning it up, they might have not sat as nicely as this, so always spend that extra time to get them to fit in nicely. Again, a press fit, well done Games Workshop. Then what's the next step? Looks like the legs go onto the body first. You know, I can see this could be problematic because if you don't position them right with the glue, then they might not sit on the plate. But what we can do is we can cut these off if they don't line up. and fill up these gaps. So I'm still going to go ahead with that, but I'm not going to commit fully to the positioning because things could go wrong. Okay, so we're going to glue this together, just a little bit of glue, see where it needs it. I'm actually going to do the body first rather than the legs, then the rest of the body. So I'm going to join the body up first. Just a little bit of glue. Should be perfect. Put that together. Hold that for a few seconds. Already got a good bind on that. So then the legs should sit in here. I'm going to glue the leg on. There we go. One leg done. So there is a little bit of a bite there. When you're putting them in, there is something there that you can actually clip in, which is good, which is really helpful. Okay, so let's just give it a test with the base. If it doesn't fit, it doesn't matter. We can chop the bits off, fill up the base. Oh, it does fit. Okay, there we have it. First part done. I'm not going to actually glue down onto the base because I want to paint these parts separately, but that's a very good start. So now we've got all the pieces put together the way that we want it. The gauntlets, the body, the base separately, the shoulder pads with their great detail separately, the cloak, power sword, and the head and medallion. So you've seen me put all the main parts that I wanted to put together. We have the body, the base, the gauntlets, the head, the shoulder plates. That's it for this video. That's where I'm going to pause and have a break. Then the next steps are going to be painting, priming it and starting to really get into the details. I'm looking forward to painting it, but that will need its own video. So on to the next one. Thanks for watching.